Welcome to Ice Hockey UKTV in association with Intermotor, and welcome to Riga. We're here with Great Britain women as they begin their World Championship Division 1 Group B tournament on Sunday against Italy. We're beside the River Daugava, and across the river is Riga Castle, home of the Latvian president. We had a trip into town, it's about 5 miles that way, on a Good Friday, as the team had a rest day after a long training camp. But to build up to the tournament, we caught up on rest day with head coach Mike Clancy. But first of all, captain Jodie Alderson-Smith. Jodie, second World Championship, your fourth tournament in total as captain. You've been here a few days. How's the week been so far?
The vibes have been really good. We've been on the ice 6 times now, including the game as well. The girls have really settled in. Yeah, it's just been a really good pre-camp and we're ready to go.
Second year back in Division 1. Last year in Korea, learned a whole lot about what's needed to be in this division. You can put that in practice this week and you know what to expect, particularly with the first couple of games in Poland.
Yeah, I think last year it was a big step up from playing in 2A. Having the 4 nations last year and obviously this year in Denmark, it's really helped. We've been watching a lot of video of the teams that we are coming up against and putting everything into practice. It's been really good.
The 4 nations you mentioned, that was a big help last year going into Korea. Like you said, you've had that again this year. Playing Italy, playing Denmark in particular as well, kind of showed the benchmark to be, and the game against Denmark you weren't outclassed by any stretch.
No, it's a really good preparation. It's something that we've kind of lacked in past years, playing against other international teams. And yeah, like you said, the Denmark game we really stepped it up and we held them until the end, and it was only a 3-2 loss.
And this week, like I say, you've had the on-ice practices, you had the challenge game again against Italy. It was just an empty net goal that kind of sealed the win for Italy. You know what, you're going to play them again on Sunday. The preparation possibly couldn't have been better.
Yeah, I mean, Italy are a top-class nation in our division. We expect them to be again solid all over the ice on Sunday. But the girls really stuck in and bought into everything that we've been practicing. Yeah, it was an empty net goal, so it was more a 2-1 game, but we needed to practice that 6-on-5 at the end, and I think that's really key for the tournament coming up this week.
In terms of the personnel here, there's 5 brand new faces, a couple of players coming back as well. I think we've talked to yourself and Mike over the last couple of years. The depth now in the women's squad, it is a true squad, so you've got plenty of players to choose from, and these 5 newbies have settled in really well. Yeah,
the squad's huge, and I think watching the 18s this year as well, they've got some big players coming through. It's going to take them a few years to develop into the senior squad, but it's exciting. Like the squad is big, and I wouldn't want to make the choice of who to bring to the Worlds.
Yeah, and like those new players, they say that some of them played in the 4 nations, with some more graduates from the 18s, and like you say, some players who play in the elite league back in the UK, so they are performing at the high level already, and they've fitted in seamlessly.
I mean, yeah, you said like the ones that have come through the 18s. Charlotte obviously played Olympic qualifiers a few years ago, and then we've got Laura and Jamie who've played a lot of hockey, both Canadian backgrounds, so they're experienced. And they're both playing really well in the elite league at the minute, so it's really good to have them here.
Yeah. As we said tonight, it's Friday. Today's been more or less a complete rest day, which has been much needed. As I say, you've had plenty of on ice. The bodies are needed today as a rest and ready to go back. We've got a full practice session tomorrow, and then action starts on Sunday.
Yeah, we had a nice walk into Riga this morning. Like you say, it was a down day. Just not being at the rinks helped a lot of people. We've had recovery, we've had time to nap, just time to chill, and everyone's ready to go again tomorrow.
And just one minor, well, it's not minor, adversity from the challenge game. Obviously, Chrissy Newman took that leg injury. Ellie's coming in to replace. Ellie played last year in Korea, so again, it's not a brand new face, so she should fit into the squad.
Yeah, like you said, we were talking about the squad, and Ellie's part of that wider squad, and she knows the roles, she knows how we play. She played last year in Korea as well, so she knows what to expect when she gets out here. It's not going to be a surprise to her what level she needs to step up to. We're obviously all gutted for Chrissy, and our thoughts are with her, and hope her recovery is speedy.
And finally, you talked about the vibes at the start. We've said again that the last couple of years, the buzz around this group from when we came back with the Olympic qualifiers, the buzz has been really positive, and that's continued here this week.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's just really excited to play at this level. We have to really step up compared to what we play at home. It is a complete different level. But yeah, the vibes are really good and everyone's ready to go.
We're here in Riga. You've been here pretty much the whole week. How's the preparation gone?
It's been a fantastic week since we arrived. Some great training sessions, put a lot of the systems, plans into place. We've worked the girls exceptionally hard, and that finished yesterday with the friendly against Italy that is our final preparation game. So,
yeah, and as we said, today's been a complete rest day, much needed. As I say, the players have been on the ice twice every day, but that helps with the recharge, and we go again on Saturday to get ready for the game on Sunday. Yeah,
absolutely. It was always planned in that we would do it this way. I think for us, we needed to spend time on the ice with the group. We've said before, there's a number of this group that play out of the UK, so we don't get them together as often as we would like. So spending a few more days on preparation is important. Getting a really, really good compete in there is important. And yeah, the group's in great spirits and ready to go.
Second year in Division 1, last year in Korea, obviously getting promoted, learned a lot in Division 1 about what Division 1 hockey is about. You can got a chance to kind of put that in practice and say playing Italy, playing them in the Four Nations, which is a huge part of prep again this year. You know what to expect come puck drop on Sunday.
Yeah, I think the step up into Division 1B was always going to be I suppose I underestimated it to a certain extent. I didn't expect it to be as physical as it was. We've certainly prepped up on that. Korea gave us a great opportunity to experience the speed of the game at this level. It is leaps above if you consider where we were previously in Jakarta. I think we've learned a lot. This group's ready. They really are. We're playing at a higher tempo throughout all our training sessions. The compete level in the group is far better than it's ever been before. I'm really excited to get this whole thing going, and is the group, to be honest.
I mean, we saw last year, we had the Four Nations last year. Again this year, the Four Nations game, finishing with a game against Denmark, who are again a step up even more. Yeah. The challenge game here against Italy, 4 really good preparation games to get you ready to go in from that standpoint. Again, excellent preparation.
Yeah, we couldn't ask for any more. Preparation for us has been really good. Four Nations has been a huge step on to experience the higher level. As you said before, playing Denmark was, I think, a little bit shell-shocked as we started that game, but we built into it. We continued with the systems, the plans and everything else, and the belief. This group has built a new belief. They will continue to work through the challenges that we will face during games, and yeah, it certainly helps with the prep.
You talk about the group. I think we've spoken numerous times over the last couple of years or so. The group, as far as JB women are concerned now, is 25, 30 plus, and you have 5 debutants coming in this week. More graduates from the 18s, which is fantastic, and a couple of brand new players as well. So again, it shows that strength and depth for the whole JB women's programme.
No, it does, and we'll continue to grow the depth of the group. We're looking at more competition as we go through this year and certainly into early parts of next year, and we need that depth. It drives competition in the group. You'll know that I've not selected the same team for any World Championships that we played or competition that we've gone to, and I think if people work hard and really commit to it, then there is an opportunity that they're going to make this Great Britain team. We want to take the best athletes we possibly can. The injury that Chrissy's obviously suffered is a big loss to us in the pre-tournament friendly. But we had the depth in the group, so a new player coming into us just is an easy option and an easy bolt-on for us. It certainly helps having that depth in the squad.
Yeah, and Ellie Wallace played in Korea last year, so she's not brand new, so she should fit in. She knows the system, she knows what's going on, so like I say, a seamless transition into the squad.
Yeah, absolutely, and she's well liked within this group, so she'll seamlessly fit in as you mentioned, and be a great part and help us work through this World Championships.
Another thing we've talked about the last couple of years, probably since we came back with the Olympic qualifier, was the big kind of bang, you could say, for the women's hockey in the recent times, has been the buzz and the vibe around the squad. It's been unerringly positive for the last couple of years, and that seems to be continuing here this week.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I think the buy-in from sponsors and support has been tremendous. I think the group really promote it in a positive way, so that's the playing group. the coaching staff continue to work with it. Ice Hockey UK continues to support it, and that bodes well for the women's programme going forward. But in 3 years we've moved leaps and bounds, and that continues to grow positively. It really does.
So great to hear from the coach and the captain ahead of action, which begins tomorrow. It's 10:30 UK time, 12:30 here in Riga. As I say, we've moved behind me is the Riga Castle we mentioned earlier. But it's exciting times for Great Britain women. 5 new caps, as we mentioned, brand new players in Jamie Andreezy, Laura Hallwood, and under 18 graduates, Chloe Needham-Potts, Ellie Patrick, and Lizzie Saunders. Look out for details of the webcast on our social media and on our website. We hope you can join us throughout the week here from Riga with the Great Britain women on Ice Hockey UK TV in association with Intermotor.